everybody, it's time for your question of the day Q&A. I'm Stacy Johnson, CEO of Money Talks News. Let's get to today's question. It's from Melvin. Melvin says, how can I resell a timeshare property in Mexico? It was a terrible investment. Of course it was a terrible investment, Melvin, because timeshares depreciate so fast it'll make your head spin. If you buy from a developer and you pay, 20 grand and you borrow money to do it, you're likely going to own that timeshare for the rest of your life. And you will not be able to get out of it. You will not be able to resell it. So this is why I really, really caution people about buying timeshares at all. Unless you really think you're going to go there or use the points, whatever it may be, for the rest of your life, don't buy it. Okay? And if you are going to buy a timeshare, try to buy it used, because there's people just like Melvin that are trying to dump their timeshares. You can find them on eBay. You can find them on a website called TUG, which stands for Timeshare Users Group. You can find them on the internet. And you can often buy these things for $1 because people want to get out of the maintenance on them. And if you've got a loan on it, you probably won't be able to sell it at all. So be very, very, very careful when you approach timeshares. Of all the questions I've gotten over the years, this is the most common. How do I get out of this damn thing? It's very, very difficult to do. Okay, enough warning? I hope so. Now let me give you three things that you need to take away from this. One, if you're going to buy a timeshare, buy it used. Buy it from somebody else. Don't ever buy from the developer. Two, don't ever pay money to sell your timeshare. This is a business that has so many ripoffs, and here's how they usually go. You list your timeshare, or maybe they reach out to you, some company, and they'll go, I've got a buyer for your timeshare. All you've got to do is give me $500 and we'll close the deal. Well, guess what happens? Your $500 disappears, there was never a buyer, and you just got ripped off. So don't pay a bunch of money up front to sell that timeshare. And finally, I want to recommend a website that's really good. I'm not affiliated with it in any way. Timeshare Users Group, TUG. Just look it up on the internet, you'll find it. That's a place where you can buy cheap timeshares and you can list your timeshare, and it's a decent site, and you can get plenty of information. So that's my advice when it comes to timeshares. You will never find me buying one. I will guarantee it. That's all I've got for today. But do me a favor, if you appreciate this advice, go to Facebook and like us there. Also, you can follow us on YouTube. And of course, I want you to subscribe to the Money Talks newsletter. Great advice, cost you nothing. I'll see you next time.